Chris DeBoer, thank you guys very much. We're going to start this off. I'm busting time out just so I know I'm not going to use all 7 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, give her Pat Coffee. Pat Coffee. Pat Coffee used to be a part of District Comedy and then was quickly replaced by Joe Gilpin. I guess when District Comedy heard the phrase trimming the fat, they took it literally. I'll tell you right now, honestly, the only way you're going to see Pat Coffee's face on a comedy show flyer is when Alex Starr makes one for the whole damn lineup. The thing is, though, when Pat Coffee left comedy back in December, he filled our Facebook with a terrible bunch of statuses, remorseful things, and just terrible downers. So you pretty much turned into the DC comedy version of David Chauffeur. I'll take that. You know, hey, Pat, I'll be honest, you look like Guy Fieri swallowed a beach ball. The thing is, though, I know Pat's not fat. He's just full of shitty jokes. Thing is, I'll be honest, donuts around Pat Coffee are like Malaysian airline flights. They are deemed never to be recovered. I will be honest, Pat probably, Pat, you remind me of like a judge, or excuse me, like a bad boss I'd fight in Mortal Kombat. And every time you die, it would go fatality, diabetes wins. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all about Pat Coffee's comedy for a little bit. Pat Coffee is a joke about y'all doing elevator math when he gets on. You know, hey, don't be doing elevator math because I'm fat. The thing is, though, most people would avoid that if your fat ass just took the stairs. And the thing is, I don't like calling people fat asses, but if you put your ass on the internet, it would break it if anyone loved you besides your mother. The thing is, you should just stop doing elevator math and start doing calorie math. 6 cheeseburgers does not equal a midnight snack. How about you add some kale and some gluten and you might get a blowjob you don't have to pay for. The thing is, speaking of paying for sex, didn't you have to pay for sex with Korean hookers in Atlantic City? Here's the thing, though. Of course we forgot that joke. The last time we heard your set, Walt Ostrowski wasn't stealing jokes. The thing is, though, Pat Coffee isn't just fat now. Pat has always been fat. If your mother wanted an abortion, she would have to ditch the coat hanger and go with a roto-rooter. I'll tell you right now, Pat's actually got a joke to where he's wearing a red t-shirt and people mistake you for the Kool-Aid Man, right? The whole Kool-Aid Man bit? Close enough, yeah, I don't pay attention. The thing is, though, if I saw you with a red t-shirt on, I would mistake you for one of Rosie O'Donnell's used tampons. The thing is, though, Pat actually's got a lot of great comedy gigs over the past couple years you've been doing. I remember you did one for the Republican Party not too long ago. The gay Republican Party. The thing is, though, they tried to book the other guy named Coffee, except they found out he was black. But Pat Coffee went on and did that set. I will tell you right now, Pat Coffee's set did more damage to the Republican Party than George Bush did as president. Hey, I'm telling you, this shit is not getting better. It's getting worse. Oh, God, what do I want? I want to do this one now. Pat retired from comedy not too long ago, but here he is back with us. So pretty much you're like the comedy version of Michael Jordan, except people actually like Michael Jordan. The thing is, though, your comeback is not that great. You don't have the talent of Michael Jordan. Your comedic talent is one fake cancer patient away from us wanting to care. The comedians in here got that. Pat actually and I were on a roast of Alex Starr back in October. Give it up for Alex Starr, everybody. Pat made a comment at that roast about how everyone bangs my girlfriend, right? The thing is, though, it's pretty funny. Pat, have you ever felt a vagina? It's pretty much the same feeling when your beanie weenie dick gets caught in between a sweaty thigh roll. Okay? It's the same thing. But, you know what? I'll tell you what. I can end up on this. Like a lot of people have said, I'm a military man. I've been in the Army for 8 years. I've done, you know, I did not one, but I did 2 tours of combat in Iraq. I saw a lot of things. I lost a couple friends, and I can say this without a doubt. Watching Pat Coffey's comedy is my worst bombing experience ever. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris DeBoer. Thank you so much.
Judges, how did you score it?
Guy Fieri if he swallowed a beach ball. That was fantastic. You got a couple applause breaks, Chris. That was great. There was a couple misses. So I am going to score this. We're doing 1 out of 10, right? I'm giving you a 9.
9 out of 10 by Jeremy Hall.
Alrighty. I took some notes during the set. Just wanted to share a couple of high points. Let's see. I took off points for Pat's sweaty thigh roll, just because that imagery kind of fucked things up for the room, in my opinion. Diabetes wins was definitely a go for, as well as the rotor-rooter abortion. You did that in front of your mom. That counts for a lot. Weight capacity on the stairs, I found that hilarious. And the one thing that I had, Mom, you started a slow clap for him when he did the military thing. You were like, you guys better clap for my fucking son. I gave him points for that. So I gave you a 8.5. Good job.
8.5 by Marcus Brown.
Good job, Chris. I just want to say my DVD is on sale right now. It's on sale in my trunk. Go on www.oldmightbe.com. The Life and Times of Old Might Be is currently on sale. Okay, and as far as the battle, I took some notes too. I enjoyed the Dave Schofer references. The retired post, I remember that one vividly. I gave you a 0.5 point for that. And the Rosie O'Donnell, I love that one too. So I added that all up to be an 8. An 8.
8 by Mike Brown. So we got an 8, an 8.5, and a 9. You guys got that? Yeah. So without further ado, combatant number 2, Pat Coffey.
What's up, guys? Good for Chris DeBoer. 2 typed sheets of paper that basically say I'm fat. That was good stuff. I like Chris DeBoer. I met him a long time ago. I was hosting a show and he was an open micer because that's basically our status. But he went by Debo. He goes by Debo. And I'm looking on this list, and I'm looking for Debo. And I'm looking at all the black guys. And then he walks up thinking he's black. Like, he's got the tattoos and the bad credit, but he's not suave or shit. He's got, like, all the bad parts of being black and none of the good parts. He's like the Night Walker. Like, none of their strengths, all of their weaknesses. I said, Chris looks like every guy on Scared Straight. Like, have you seen that shit? Like, every single guy. And that first night I met him, I actually also met his sister, too. His sister came, and his sister is smoking hot blonde, wearing a short skirt. So this is not the only DeBoer that wants a little black in him. I'm just saying that. He thinks he's all hard and shit. Like, he looks like the edgy Backstreet Boy, like, at worst, you know? Like, Chris, what was your favorite game growing up? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot heroin? Just... I better win this. I am not losing to a guy who has multiple Macklemore albums. That is not happening. That is not happening to me tonight. Chris looks the way Jesse Rivas thinks he looks. Like, that's... Chris looks the way I would look if instead of mozzarella sticks, I had shitty parents. Like, just right there. You look like a hard rocker with, like, mental disabilities, like System of a Down syndrome. Like, just something like that. He mentioned my Atlantic City joke, the hooker joke. He did mention that. In that joke, I describe Atlantic City, if you haven't known. I say Atlantic City is like Las Vegas fucked Baltimore and had a kid. Chris DeBoer looks like Dayton, Ohio fucked Baltimore and had an abortion. Just... It's been hard to write stuff for this. You know, I haven't seen Chris in 9 months. I feel like every woman he'll ever impregnate. Like, it's been tough. We haven't seen each other. I've been doing mostly paid shows. I must have missed you. It's tough, though. He mentioned he is in the military, and since he joined, we suck at wars. I don't know if you've been following the news. That's gone bad. He also races cars. He's a drifter. He's a Tokyo drifter. One person can give it up for that. That's about right. This guy wants to be Paul Walker, and you know what? I wish he were, okay? I'd rather sit through Fast and the Furious 8 than another one of his goddamn sets. I'm just saying, oh my God. And I have to ask, I have been out of the game a little while. I have been out of the game. Are you still dating Wendy? Yes. You are still dating Wendy. I heard that that's not true. You are? Okay, that's good. I mean, I was worried because coattails are kind of hard to hold on to sometimes. If you guys don't know, Chris dates a real comedian. That's his girlfriend, Wendy. You can tell the differences in their life. She works at the 98 Rock Morning Show as an intern, and he's here roasting my fat ass on a Wednesday. There's a little disparity there. Chris, I gotta ask, how does it feel to be so far outshined by someone whose biggest professional accomplishment is they're an intern? Gotta talk about him as a comic, though. You know, I feel like in comedy, you want to be likable. He doesn't go that route. He's like douchey asshole. Like, everyone's rooting against him. He's like Floyd Mayweather without talent. Just, you know, no one wants to see you succeed. I did retire in the winter back in December. So for those next 4 months, we got about the same amount of laughs. Just... I'll just say, look, I didn't even sign up for the show. I was asked to be here. That's what happens when you're successful. And you going to comedy shows is like me going to parties in high school. Like, it's cool if you show up, but no one really wants you there. Like, you'll know when you've made it when you get on a poster that doesn't say wanted. It's a different thing. I have one last thing, though. I had to do a lot of research for this, and the worst part of that was sitting through one of his sets. Listening to one of Chris DeBoer's sets is like reading a Dave Schofer Facebook post. It's depressing, awkward, and everyone's secretly thinking, when will he just end it? Thank you, guys. I'm Pat Coffey.
Pat Coffey, ladies and gentlemen. Judges.
Dave Schofer got burned twice, and he's not here. Jesse, who helps run this room, got burned. So I'm happy about that. I got to take points off for inaccuracy, poor research. Pat, Wendy is actually the assistant producer of the 98 Rock Morning Show, not an intern. So we're not going to count that one. The scared straight joke was great. Making a joke about his sister while his mom in the house, that's ballsy. So I'm giving you a 9.
9 by Jeremy Hall.
All righty, I took some notes on this one as well. Let's see, the mention of blacks and bad credit lost you points in my corner. The reference of every guy on Scared Straight was humorous. I did enjoy that. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot heroin. Thought it was a little timely with the Baltimore thing going on. I wish he was Paul Walker was funny, but yet I feel like you're going to pay the price later on. And the two that my last two comments, the way that you look the way Jesse thinks that he looks was classic, and I don't know if Jesse was here to hear that, so I just wanted to say it again in case he didn't hear it. I was fearful at one point because I thought he was going to clothesline you just because I feel like that's kind of NWA 1980s kind of thing. And you lost points, Pat, for just me being uncomfortable with your shorts and feet in flip-flops. That's just me personally. It had nothing to do with the roast battle. Thank you. Pat, though, I did give you a 9. Good job.
I'm sorry, what was the score? 9. Okay, so 9, and...
Real quick, good job, Pat. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at OLMIKEB757. That is at OLMIKEB757. And my radio show, the Open Mic Radio Show, which airs Saturdays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WLLSradio.com. And I still have those DVDs on sale. That's sitting right here. As far as the roast battle, I did take points off for the bad credit reference because I just got rejected for a credit card. Another point was deducted for the change the score, Marcus. I love the fact that you questioned Chris's parenting in front of his mom. I love that. I gave you a point because Chris looked like he wanted to steal you, but yet you kept going. All in all, I'm torn, so I gave you an 8.
8.
Jesse got to do math now.
I suck at math. One moment. Half point. Yeah, you're right. It's 8.5. So your winner, Pat Coffee, by half a point.
No limits. Life can change in an instant. People turn into sold out shows in a minute. Now watching my pops in the back row grinning with his glass up to my mom toasting his Guinness.
Congratulations.
We on. Good music and lots of
Thank you guys. You made the right choice. I'm extremely talented. Have a good night.